Hey guys, I'm going to go over how you are able to project your worship videos on any of the current existing classroom videos that we have right here if you're having to use an iPad. So I'm going to go over how to use some of our older iPads and some of our brand new iPads. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is find your TV remote and turn on your TV. And if for some reason you do not have a TV remote, on the side of the TVs are all of the buttons on the back. And if you need to go to input, you can press that button until you see the input you like, and then pressing enter, there is no enter button, but you would just hold whatever screen that you're on. So if you're on HDMI 1, you'd press it until you get to HDMI 1, and then you just let it go, and it saves in that section right there. Okay, so right now it says that I need to do input to make sure that I'm on there. If I go to input and I'm on HDMI 1, which is good. If nothing is still showing up, like nothing is showing up right now, it is because your Apple iTV box is not turned on. So you will grab the small silver remote and you just press the middle circle button and you see that my light turned on my Apple TV box. And immediately also on my TV screen, it now tells me that I have the ability to project something. So I'm now turned on and I'm good to go. First one I'm gonna do is our older iPads. To get into the iPad, you press the code that's on the front, 4924. So I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna press the little circle button right here. My code is 4924. which gets me into my iPad. And then in order to project something onto the screen, and the older iPads, you're going to swipe from the bottom up. So once I do that, it will say Airplay mirroring. I'm gonna press on this button, and then I'm gonna locate the TV number that it says on my screen, which is 110. I'm gonna come down here, and I see 110 right here. And now it is starting to project. It's giving me little circles. Up here, I now see exactly what I see on my screen. In order to be able to get to the videos that I'm wanting, I will now go on to the internet, or if I have a YouTube app, and I can get on there. And again, my screen up here is showing me exactly what I see down here. And you are able to find, if you're having trouble with YouTube on there, go through the internet and access it that way. And there YouTube pulls up, and you can pull up any of the songs that we are doing on the old iPads, and it projects right up here, as you see perfectly. Okay, let's do the new iPads. If you happen to be using those, your code to get into the new iPads is simply the number 1 repeated until it gets you all the way in, okay? Once you are in here, in order for you to project on these new iPads, you're going to swipe the top right of the screen at a diagonal going down, so like this. And then you have screen mirroring, and you're now going to find the room number you need. And again, we are looking for room number 110. So there's 110. And it is thinking for just a minute, and it will get itself ready. This is going to ask for a code. The code is now projected on the TV right here, 8180. So I type in 8180, and now my TV shows me exactly what I see on my iPad. So I now have the ability, if I press to get back to the main screen, to go on to YouTube and project any video that I want to straight from my iPad. So I can type in anything that I'm wanting, press play, and here it goes. All right, perfect. So that is the different ways that you can get on with the older iPads and with the newer iPads. Also, additionally, if you are needing any of these instructions or you forgot them, in each classroom, we do have an iPad instruction sheet ready to go for you, even ways to troubleshoot it if you're having issues. One of the issues that you might have to troubleshoot it if you're ever needing it is if you go on to your little screen box right here and press menu. If you are having an issue, when you go to menu, you can come in here and make sure that everything is on. So you can make sure that the network is on the right network that's here. You can make sure that it actually is like, you know, on Airplay right now. So if Airplay wasn't working, you could look for that. So you could make sure, oh, is Airplay even on? If for some reason it wasn't projecting for you right there. So you could make sure and press this, and it would say if it was on or off. So if it wasn't working, it would say it was off and you might need to turn it on. So there's a couple different ways that you can troubleshoot things, but it should hopefully work if you follow all the instructions. Thanks, guys.